I don't know what I ate, but child, it is 7:33, but my stomach was up all night. Like USA movies, Johnny. It was up all night. My stomach said, up jumps the boogie. Up in the morning, before day. Calm down. Like, what did I eat? It must have been that cottage cheese. I'm going to throw that away. I swear I ain't lactose. I never stop eating, though. I never stop eating yogurt or milk. And some people are like, ew, you drink milk? I drank milk all my life. I'm a child of the 80s. I remember those commercials where, drink milk for stronger bones. Well, I'm 6'4". I drank my milk. And also, I keep drinking it because I love pizza and I don't want to become lactose. And I know if you don't eat it for a while, you can become lactose. So I'm going to keep drinking my milk. I haven't tried oat milk yet, but almond milk is good. But I just don't need it all the time. It don't go right with my cereal or dessert. But let's get to Love and Merge, Huntsville. So we open with Kimmy versus Kiowa, and Kimmy's like, well, you alluded to the fact that I was a home wrecking hussy and a harlot. And Kiowa's like, oh, I didn't know you felt that I was responsible for that. Well, you was online liking comments saying I was a side chick, so you are letting people think that I was. Kiowa finally gives a half-butt apology. We ain't gonna get no better. But Kiowa's just stank that she lost Maurice. And, child, you can lose Maurice. I feel like Kimmy could do better without Maurice. I feel like she shouldn't have married him. She should have just let him get a little cooch now and then. All I know is Kimmy better not have to spend a dime in that house, all the work she's doing raising his child after she done raised hers. But Kimmy's loving. I think she really does love to parent Monster. But, God, having to deal with a Kiowa? How good could Maurice be in bed? What is he bringing to the table other than that Komodo dragon? I ain't dealing with her. She's funky, she's immature, she's trifling. Kimmy is really trying. She's trying to help Maurice. She's trying to help Monster. Who helping Kimmy? And why is Kiowa so hateful to a woman that clearly loves her child? That I don't get. I can get having an issue with her and always maybe thinking, did something go on in the marriage? But when there's kids involved, we just can't get mature. We just can't be like, okay, well, you know what? My son loves her, so something must be okay. Ugh. See, Kyra wants to say, I can't control what people say. That's true, you can't. But when you like comments on Instagram and in the blogs and let people know I co-sign what this person said, that's throwing a rock and hiding your hand. That would be like somebody in the comments saying, well, Alex is a shape-shifting alien, and then Chris likes all those comments. That's going to make you think Chris knows I'm a shape-shifting alien. A bit of an extreme example, but you get the point. Kimmy finally gets through to her when she says, my son may watch this show, and I don't want him thinking that I was out here home wrecking when I wasn't. However, after that, Stormy is going to have a one-on-one with Mel. I don't know why Mel ain't your friend. Ask Destiny. Mel ain't nobody's friend. The only one Mel has never really had a problem with is Kimmy, and that's because, one, Kimmy don't take that, and two, Kimmy knows how to keep a healthy friendship distance. She's like, you can't try to be buddy-buddy with Mel. You gotta be like I'ma see her quarterly. If I see her 3 times in a 2-month span, we really doing something. So we sit down and Stormy get right to it. She tell Mel, I think you'd rather avoid the harder conversations than have them. But now we get to Stormy's mama having issue with Mel at the tea, because Mel said if I didn't want to have a hard conversation, I wouldn't have thrown the tea or shown up here. However, Stormy gonna say, well, my mom isn't somebody I can control, but you can keep her off camera. Don't let your mama be your pit bull. She said, well, my mama didn't like my husband, her own sister, so she don't really like anybody. So don't worry about it. Don't worry about it. Then don't bring her on camera till she know how to act right. Why everybody got a heifer Joyce for a mama? Mel said, well, look, I just got done fighting with Tisha and Wanda, so I ain't in the mood for nobody's mama. I will say, I need you as an adult to be able to have a relationship with me independent of your family. If you can't do that, if I got to be friends with all of you, I'm okay. Stormy said, well, I kind of feel like we was tapering off before you changed your phone number, but okay. Yep, she had used you and was moving on. Oh, over with mealy mouth Tisha and her big ugly. We got the Black Business Expo, which is now she's saying really about the comeback group and the 6 people that's a part of it. Mel don't want to be a part of it, so you down to 5, and Martell don't have no money, so you down to 4. Also, why don't you just call it the comeback group since you're paying taxes on it? So she letting everybody know that Mel ain't gonna be doing it, but Stormy and Courtney will be coming in, so they'll fill that financial gap. Martell, ain't nothing wrong with you telling Tisha that she look better than Marceau, cause she do. I have to say, for as together physically as Tisha is, I just wish she could drop that impediment and get a backbone. She stands up straight but ain't got no backbone. That's why she throw rocks and hide her hands and has her mama be a pit bull. Martell gonna say, well, I don't think that me and Mel's stuff should bother the group. We should just leave that in the court. But see, if you weren't playing games in court and playing games with her, this wouldn't be interrupting your business and you would still have money. But because you're a misogynistic idiot with control issues, you farted up a good thing. Oh God, now Maurice is pontificating, talking about if I don't feel the spirit. Are you in or out? We don't care if you feel in spirits. Get your Ouija board if you need to. Why is it so important to Maurice that Mel is there? Why do you need her? For what? So that she can get into it with Martell? Honestly, I think y'all will be able to do more without her. You know she'll pop in for a cameo, but that's who the heifer is, and she seems more trouble than she's worth. Oh God, Maurice is finally parenting Monster. I don't care. Best fiend. Let me get back to TikTok. I think Monster's problem is Kiowa and her funky attitude. Over with Stormy and her man, his mama came to visit and told him what a good pappy he is. That's a yawn. I want to see Stormy spar with Mel some more. Over with Stormy, she's getting set up for the Black Expo. So Stormy, who actually has a business, is worried about her shipping getting to New York on time. But in walks Tisha, and she is apparently sold out the expo. Well, the Espo. So Tisha sees Stormy setting up, and she's like, oh, this is beautiful. And Stormy's like, yeah, I didn't have any dimensions or guidance, so I had to go for what I know. But now, Tisha, if you hadn't gotten all this extra interest in the Espo, you would have needed Stormy's booth to take up 2 or 3 spaces. So I let her err on the side of caution since she is an anchor of the Espo. So now Marceau comes in and he's trying to get everything together, telling Tisha what to put where. Now Marceau gonna try to run Stormy pockets for $100. You know, she could take her actual successful business home and leave you with a bald-headed spot. I'd shut up. Tisha tells him we don't have an agreement for her to pay, but he gonna go run her pockets anyway. How broke are y'all? Cause first you had to downsize from one home to another. Now you're moving into an apartment. What is the debt? What is the debt that you have? Carlos King ain't giving you nothing for this show? Did you borrow against your season salary? Stormy calls him out. She said this is very weird. Well, he's very broke. She said he's giving low vibrational and always has. She said, well, I ain't gonna do business with you no more, so here's your little sad $100. Well, that was the shit, so I'ma see you soon for something.